Hi Aries, welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. Please consider giving me a like or a subscribe. That would be much appreciated. This is your weekly love tarot. It's a general love tarot reading, so it may not resonate with every Aries out there. Just apply what resonates, leave what doesn't. You know, swap the roles if you need to between you and your person. Remember that gender doesn't apply in tarot. We're reading the energy. Okay, so I may say he and she for the ease of things, but you just apply the correct gender for you. What was happening when I was thinking of your energy? And I like to meditate about the energy and pre-shuffle the cards and have a pre-shuffle routine that I do away from the camera, so that basically, Aries, that you don't get annoyed that I'm holding you up, because I'm sure you have a busy day. My throat chakra began to feel blocked. And I think it's because you have something to say and you haven't yet said it. I feel that this something you want to say has something to do with completely and utterly, and I'm looking down because I'm looking at the cards that I just put out, but this was away from what the cards we have here. I will share the cards with you in a moment. This was my initial energy and the cards that I saw when I was pre-shuffling, and the information I'm picking up on is that you're constantly giving to someone else in a love situation. You're constantly filling someone else's cup of love. And they, on the other hand, are holding on to their emotions incredibly tightly and are not reciprocating in the correct way. It's almost like a breadcrumbing. It's bread. This is a breadcrumbing energy, for the fact that I feel also, and I'm looking at the cards now, and I'm looking here with the Seven of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Fool. This is telling me that you're constantly giving to this person and they're in and out of your life. I feel that this person comes in almost like an energy vampire, gets their fix of what is needed from you, and then exits temporarily before coming in. I do feel that when this person comes in, that they're incredibly charming. And the reason I say this is because we've got the Sun here with the Nine of Wands and the Six of Wands. I feel that when this person does come in, they're incredibly charming, have all the right words, and are able to completely and utterly disarm you with what it is that they're saying, not the actions that they're taking. Okay, they promise the action. This is what I feel, that they promise action to you, but they don't actually come forward and actually give it to you. What they give to you is a lot of words, which encourages you to come back around and refill their cup. And I feel that once you have filled the cup, they then exit again, albeit temporarily. I mean, look at this. Okay, right, I'm going to share this with you. This is the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the King of Wands. Now look at these two. This is a very dishonest energy here. This is someone that comes in and takes, you know, leaving you feeling in this Eight of Swords energy, which is not a pretty energy. I mean, just look at it without even me explaining anything to you. Take a good look at that. You know, this is defeated. This is feeling stuck. This is feeling that you cannot move on. This is looking at things negatively. This is looking at things from a negative perspective, because this person has sucked the positivity out of you. And off they go. Look at what they have in their bag. The swords. Meanwhile, Your hands are tied and you're stuck. The King of Wands here looks to me like he knows exactly what he's doing. This is Leo energy. You know, you could be dealing with a Leo. Try not to get, this is also Leo energy. Possibly dealing with a Leo. Don't have to be. Don't get too caught up on the signs. Just embrace the energy of the cards and the messages that I'm giving you based on that energy. I'm going to get a little bit of clarification here. I'm tempted to use this tarot deck. I don't use it that often. It's by Necro. It's very dark. But I just feel that I need to use this. I'm going to use this to clarify the King of Wands here. You know, it's clear to me that this person is a taker. You know, they're constantly taking, but you're constantly giving also, Aries. You're constantly giving to this person. They come in and they get past your defences. Because I'm sure you're sitting there thinking, that's it, I'm never putting myself in this situation again. I'm not letting this person do this to me again. And then all of a sudden, in they come, back around, and you fill in the cup again. You know, they're back through the defences. These are your defences where you're saying, that's it, you know, you're not doing this to me anymore. Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands. But for some reason, they're doing or saying something that gets past your defences. I'm looking at the bottom of the deck here with the Ace of Swords, and I think they've probably got a silver tongue. That's what I'm being told. That this King of Wands, whoever this King of Wands is to you, and I call him a he because he's the king, but you know, if you're dealing with a girl, then obviously you apply the correct pronoun. I think this King of Wands has got the smoothest silver tongue going, and this is what is causing them or enabling them to come in and constantly take the energy away. As I said, you know, these two cards here, this one is stolen the swords here, which are yours, by the way. Right, this is interesting because when I looked at the bottom of the deck for the Witch's Tarot, which is what we're using, we've got the Wheel of the Year here. Yeah, we've got the wheel. Clarifying this King of Wands energy here, we've also got the Wheel of Fortune. I know it doesn't look very wheelish, but that's exactly what it is. Can you see the imagery on here? You know, this person has basically got a spear in the heart here. And there is their heart there, which is being ripped out. You're basically, Aries, allowing this person to come in and out of your life. Take the energy or whatever it is away from you because they're promising you something. And I'm not saying it's your fault, not at all, because when you have the silver tongue, remember I showed you that Ace of Swords, and I said this person has a silver tongue. That's exactly what they've got. But what's happening is every time you're in this backwards and forwards motion here of this wheel is not turning properly. Yeah. It's going backwards and forwards like this at this particular point in time. But if we have a look at the imagery for the clarification here, this is also the wheel. Remember I said these two cards are the wheel. Okay, so this has come out twice now because I was being guided to look at this at the bottom of the deck. Okay, by this back and forth energy here from the wheel, this is just causing the same pain. You can see this has gone directly to the heart space here, and there is the heart, completely and utterly ripped out. We've also got the Ten of Pentacles here with the Moon. There's an opportunity for you to come out of this, energy. And if I'm being guided to continue to look at the bottom of the deck here. Remember, I said we've got the wheel out twice here. We've got the Nine of Swords, which is the heavy, which is also a very heavy energy. Just look at this. Then we've got the Ten of Swords. So by allowing this person, this is what I'm being told, okay? Spirit really wants me to get this message out to you. By allowing this person to come in and out of your life, in and out, in and out, in and out, to cause this, it's leading to an escalation of this horrible Nine of Swords energy. Look at this person. Look at this person here, and the weight of all these swords, and all it does is escalate to the 10. So it doesn't get any better. Spirit saying this is not going to get any better. This, can you see this owl here at the top? This, I'm being told, is everyone else looking at you from an outside perspective, thinking, why aren't you progressing here? Why aren't you coming into this energy? This is someone that's come away from their heart space. Can you see this? And can you see where this red is here? This is now someone that's using their logic and their intuition. Often as tarot readers, we're telling people the reverse. We're telling people to step away from your logic, come away from your logic, come away and listen to your heart space. But this particular part of your body is associated with the ego. The ego is there to protect you. And what I'm being guided to tell you is that by protecting yourself, that you need to step back logically, because everyone else can see what's going on here except you. You're under this weight of negativity that you cannot see what is going on around you, but everyone else in your circle can. They can see this person for exactly what it is they're doing to you, and they desperately want you to come out of the energy that you're in and start rising up and thinking about this logically. And as we're continuing to look at the bottom of the deck, because I've got the deck like this and I've pulled off the wheel, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and now I've got the Queen of Wands. And we had the King of Wands, which was the card that I was clarifying, remember. This is you being as clever as the King of Wands. This is you putting up healthy boundaries and about not allowing this person to sway in and out. Possibly it's an ultimatum, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that you don't want this person. I'm not saying that you have to abandon this relationship. I'm not saying that you have to leave this person. That's not for me to say. This is a general reading. I'm only giving the messages of the cards. But what I'm being guided to say is that you need to step away from this from an emotional point of view. Look at this logically about how you would express, what would you advise a friend to do in this situation, and then take a step back and almost take your own advice on this. You know, I'm not saying that you have to cut this relationship, end this relationship, leave this relationship, this connection, whatever it is this is to you. But what I'm being guided to tell you is that this cannot go further or any more without you putting up some healthy boundaries for yourself. Let's just get, yeah. Oh. Okay, I just wanted 3 cards from Spirit, just to give you a guide. And we've got the Four of Wands, the High Priestess with the 3 of Cups. Possibly this feels like a very divine connection to you. Possibly feels possibly this feels like it's a destined connection in some way, that you feel that possibly you've known this person previously, that there's an element of destiny or something very strongly, there's a strong pull here, an energy that's constantly pulling you to this person. That may be so. This person may be destined to be on your path. Only you know that, Aries. You know if this person is meant to be in your life or not. But the fact is, how do you allow them to show up in your life? How do you allow them to show up? That's the question that I'm going to leave you to answer. Thank you, Aries. That's what I have for you. Thank you very much for stopping by today. It is very much appreciated. Do consider subscribing to the channel. Helps the channel grow. Will help me to produce more content. I have a lot of things to say. A lot of planned videos regarding the esoteric, different aspects of spirituality. I follow the Celtic Druid path. Anything you want to know about me is in the About section. My email is also in there if you'd like to connect with me in some way. And I would like to share some of my knowledge of spirituality with you. Probably because the Druid path is one of the oldest in the world, dating back pre-5th century. It's pretty awesome. So do consider giving me a subscription, which will allow me to make that content in the future. And I look forward to seeing you next week.